We're staging.
All right, there we go. Happy
May 2nd. May the 1st be with you.
I don't know if that was right, but it sounds right. I know there's something with the Star Wars theme, but
may the Force be with you.
Yeah,
but for us, the same thing.
Anyway, welcome to Bitchin' in the Kitchen. We are the BackyardBSers. We got Queen Therese over here, aka Mama Dukes. We got Papa Murph, aka T to the D-O-G, T-Dog. And then you got me, the New York Redneck, aka Willie Bitty. All right, so as we do every show, we're going to do our little theme song at first, make sure everything's live and going well. We do have a new setup going on over here. As you can see, the screen is in the camera a little bit. But we're trying something different so we can kind of see all the chats and maybe not mess up as much as we've been, but we suck at this.
Oh my God, I'm getting confused. See all the chats.
So make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, follow, whatever you got to do before you watch the show. This way, if you hate it, it's already too late.
But you're not going to hate it.
Nah, you'll love us. Maybe not. So here's our little theme song.
If you hate us, let us know.
During the song, grab your drink, grab your smoke, whatever floats your boat, and then come join us and bitch with us.
Yeah, let us know you're here if you can.
Yeah.
Saddle up, sitting at the table in my cowboy boots. I'm sipping on my coffee and I'm reading the news. It's all getting crazy, baby, you know what I mean. Got me cussing like a sailor while I'm fixing my greens. Come join us, bitchin' in the kitchen, y'all. It's time to get loud. If you hate the way they run it, then it's time to get proud and let it all out. Scream and shout. Ain't no sense in keeping it all bottled up. Get on in the kitchen, y'all, and tear it on up. Gotta keep it together, y'all, and keep it tight. If we all stick together, then we'll all be alright. So get it together, put your head on straight. There's work to be done, so don't be late. Come join us, bitchin' in the kitchen, y'all. It's time to get loud. If you hate the way they run it, then it's time to get proud and let it all out. Scream and shout. Ain't no sense in keeping it all bottled up. Get on in the kitchen, y'all, and tear it on up. Bitchin' in the kitchen, y'all, and tear it on up. Bitchin' in the kitchen, y'all, and tear it on up.
All right, we are back live. Let me see if I get the big screen. There we go. I'm not sure if we're live on Instagram, but whatever. I know Facebook's working, TikTok's working, so we'll figure it out next week. We got to get on with the show.
Yeah,
if she ever gets
really.
off the phone.
Yeah, I had to turn off my settings. You said. Okay.
All right, so let's get started with the show. Mama Dukes, you got your little pad thing. What we're going to start out with? Do you remember?
Yeah, we're going to start out with the Trump thing.
What's your beef?
No, we're not starting out with okay, we're starting out with
Trump. Oh,
yes.
yes. POTUS saying that he's going to strike, but not strike,
Yes,
but might
gotcha.
strike Iran.
I have pages and pages.
So what we're going to do is like the first 20 minutes and stuff. We have a couple of Trump things, because the boomers got to bash not Trump. Nothing against boomers. I love you guys. I love
I'm
all
not
the
a boomer.
boomers.
I'm a Gen X.
Boomer. But
I'm a Gen
regardless,
X.
I love you all. And if you like or hate Trump, I still like you because you're allowed to like and hate people. It's allowed. But apparently he's saying that he's not going to strike Iran. But if he did strike Iran, he wouldn't tell us that he's going to strike Iran. So he might strike Iran.
It is kind of confusing. Yeah.
So let's hear what he's got to say about that. And then we'll talk a little more about the whole shenanigans.
Let's go to the videotape.
Oh.
if they misbehave, if they do something bad. But
under what circumstances would you restart military strikes on targets?
well, I don't want to say that. I mean, I can't tell that to a reporter. If they misbehave, if they do something bad. But right now, we'll see. But you know, it's a possibility that could happen, certainly.
Under what circumstances would you restart military strikes on targets?
There we go. It was just a little clip, 18 seconds. And if I could ever get the screen back big again.
Bear with us. He tried a new thing tonight.
I'm
Yeah,
all
we put the new
messed up.
screen up
All
and
right.
shit. So
So we got the new screen now.
We got a real big screen.
So, I mean, I don't know how many times we're going to go with bombing Iran, not bombing Iran,
know.
peace talks, not peace talks, Iran's obliterated.
the
not
war's
obliterated.
over. No, it started again. I mean, yeah.
It's absolutely insane.
Yep.
I don't know what else do you feel bad about.
I know,
I'm sick of this.
I know.
I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
this
If anybody wants to talk about this
No, you
going
know
on,
what gets me about that one? I'm sorry because I was trying to make sure that this worked because I have a job this week, so it's hard for me.
Yeah, she's in charge of the Facebook message.
Yeah, but I just want to make sure you guys could hear us. So if somebody's watching, could just say yes, we can hear you,
Yeah,
or no, we can't.
Yeah, it's not echoing or
yeah.
if they can't hear you, they're not going to be able to pay you. No.
No, because actually there's look, it's
It's true.
No, it
But
has the
anyway.
closed captions on it.
Does it? Oh,
Yeah.
oh, there's
Okay.
closed captions on
I
it?
guess maybe because we don't have it on. I don't know.
Oh man, what's
But
fancy?
anyway,
That's what happened.
Hey,
That's
let's
what-
just try it over here real quick. Let me see if. All right, so the mic is on. Okay.
Okay,
So-
so
I wanted
that's
closed
good.
captions.
So anyway, was that the one where he says he may close it? He may strike. He may not if they misbehave.
Yeah, well, I think he says in this one that I have over here that if he misbehaves.
Oh,
So that's pretty much what he's saying. In all
Well, you
of
know
them.
what? I can't stand. Who is he? A daddy misbehave? Their children misbehave.
That's why he's using those words. It's his, dominance. He's trying to, I'm the big daddy. All right, if
Well,
you
he ain't
misbehave,
no
I'm gonna
big
smack
daddy.
you.
I know. I can't stand that. Don't say if you misbehave. Maybe you misbehave. Maybe you need a good spanking.
But you probably
know?
like the spanking.
He
wouldn't you?
probably liked that spanking.
Melania's spanking him.
I
All he
know,
wears
I
is
know.
the heels.
I know,
Oh,
with the
my God.
boots.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah,
Having
With
it
a German
doggy
hat
collar
on
and a doggy collar.
I don't want to
He's
go
walking
there.
in.
I don't want to go there. But,
You know
it might be
yourself.
Mhm. So yes, yes, President Trump on Iran. We don't know who the hell we're dealing with. Oh, this is where he calls them up. Like he's trying to make deals with Iran, but he doesn't know who to talk to because nobody wants to be the leader. Nobody wants to talk. I think nobody just wants to talk to him, but he's saying nobody wants to actually run the
No, but
country
his
because
thing
they're
is-
all afraid. They're gonna die.
No, you know what? He's saying that because I love the Trump spin. Okay. Which is probably really that everybody's saying no deal, no deal, no deal. And he keeps trying to call them and they're like, this man is a pest. We're not going to deal with him. There is no deal.
I'm going to put
Really.
some
That's,
power in there.
I know, but seriously. I mean, it's not like, he doesn't know who to talk to. Everybody he's talked to says, I do not want to deal with you. No deal. Don't call back again. Goodbye. And then there's Trump again. Hello? No, I'm telling you.
Let's hear what he has to say about it.
Let's see.
Let's hear what he has to say, and then you let me know if you still feel that way. All right,
I will feel that way.
Leaders are all gone too. It's part of our problem. We don't know who the hell we're dealing with. They call up, this is Mohammed so-and-so, and I say, are you a leader? We're looking for a leader. It's the only country in the world. Nobody wants to be a leader. They say, would anybody like to be president? And there are no takers. But we're doing. I think we're doing a great job over there. Actually, we have the they use the Hormuz Strait as the leaders are all gone too.
All right, it got cut off there. I guess I wanted to hear what he said about the Hormuz Strait, but as usual, we only watch like 10 seconds of this, and we kind of watch it all live with you guys. We really don't know what
And
they're
they're
going to
only
say any more
usually-
than you do.
Are these like post always from like Fox? Is the mic on? Did you turn
Yeah, the
mic
mic's on. They're posts from all over the place. I don't know. I don't know where the original source was from, but they're posts from all over. So, now what were you saying about the whole president? Maybe he should become the president of
Yeah,
Iran?
he said, he said there's no takers. You become president.
Didn't he say that about Venezuela or Colombia or something?
One of them, he said that, yeah. Yeah, he makes it like that everybody wishes he was the president.
Yes, that he should be the
No,
president of
they
everything.
don't.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Trust me. He's got like 5 people that still like him.
Right now, we'll see if this is another one where he's saying we had a whole bunch of them where he's saying, "Oh, you know, we might strike them, we might not."
Oh my God!
And
really?
I don't even know if you want to listen to this one.
And I voted for this guy 3 times. So we're not bashing the president. It's just like, this is real. I mean, this is what's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, getting to off the war, but, you know, since we're on the President Trump bashing and stuff, again, you know.
I'm not bashing.
Not bashing. We're questioning.
Yeah. Well, the good thing to question is, where's the promises? I mean, I remember the biggest promise that I was really, you know, holding on to was that gas prices go down. Electricity going to get cheaper, interest rates, stuff like that. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember, but, you know, when he was running for his second term, or it might have been his first term, but no, his second term, he said within like 6 to 12 months, he was going to have everything down. Gas would be under $2 a gallon, yada, yada, yada.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's what? $4.30 a gallon, $4.40,
$4.39.
$4.40. So I mean, what happened to it? And if you don't believe me, hear from the horse's mouth right here about the whole. I saved this clip because this is what he promised. This is why I voted for him. This is one of the big reasons. This and the Epstein. Those are my 2 biggest things in the world.
And the other one came to fruition.
Everyday expenses like gas and, you know, food and crap like that. Just get it a little cheaper and get the pedos in locked up or on the island, or, you know, I don't, however you want to deal with them.
That's all you want. Yes, that's all you're asking for.
But here's out of the horse's mouth himself.
The horse.
My plan will cut energy prices in half or more than that within 12 months of taking office. It will be an economic revival of our country like no one has ever seen before. Energy was what caused our problem initially. Energy is going to bring us back. That means we're going down and getting gasoline below $2 a gallon, bring down the price of everything from electricity rates to groceries, airfares, and housing costs.
Yeah, so how'd that go? I mean, none of that actually happened.
None of that happened.
None of it happened, and that's why we're upset.
And he had us all believe in that. He put us on the big screen, or is it?
Yeah, I think there's Billy on that one.
Okay.
But we're on the big screen.
Yep.
None of that happened. I mean, even deportations, he did it, but then it's just like it grind to a halt, and people would say the Supreme Court, everything, you know, it's all But regardless, you know, he said if he can get it done, he can get it done. You know, I mean,
but he made a load of shit promises.
And Venezuela gave us all that oil. I mean,
you know, gas is $3.89.9. Okay.
$3.89. $4.39.9.
No.
Yeah, $4.39.99. Yeah,
$4.39. Yes.
A gallon today. Yeah.
A gallon. That is the highest it's been. At least
I got 2.1 something gallons for $10. I just put a text. I was like, you know what? Maybe tomorrow will be cheaper.
To be honest, though, under the previous administration,
no, it was not that high.
No, I don't. No, let me finish.
I mean,
my point is,
was that high.
Billy,
remember how they were bitching about it?
Billy, my point is, I saw things posted where under him it was. I don't remember $5 paying $5 a gallon for gas.
I didn't know it was in the high 4s.
It was right where it is.
Yeah, it was
that
for
was
a little
diesel.
bit. No. The gas was in the high 4s, but then they said he started selling our reserves to get the gas prices down for election. That's why it went down by the end of his last.
So what was the highest you remember?
I think like $4.89.99 or something.
Was it that high? Okay, I don't remember it.
But he was selling the reservoir, the whole reservoir of reserves.
Okay.
And he was trying to get it down, and he wound up getting it down, I think, like $2.80 or something before election.
Okay.
And then Trump comes in, and now it's up to $4.40.
Okay, so
after a year and a half.
But listen, it's up. It's not down.
Yeah.
It's up.
Yeah.
But the thing is you just also said about his selling off our reserves and stuff, right?
That was Biden, yeah.
Okay, but Trump is selling our reserves to the other countries.
But according to Trump, we have 3 times the reserves we need.
It doesn't
and that
matter.
The war does not affect, but does affect, but does not affect, but does affect, but does not affect, but does affect the oil prices.
And
But doesn't affect.
And I want everybody.
It does affect, but it doesn't.
Yeah,
it does.
it depends on the minute
Yeah.
that Trump is talking.
Okay.
But I want everybody to know, since we're talking about all just oil prices real quick and everything. Okay, so since it really doesn't, like drilling and all fracking and drilling does not have anything to do with oil prices, obviously. So the next time any president runs or anybody runs on they don't want to drill or they don't want to frack or they're going to frack or they're going to drill, just bear in mind, don't even consider it because it doesn't matter.
They're telling you what you want to hear, and that's it.
Yes.
And it's still the same shit's going to go on. Because gas prices now are the same as they were under Biden during his worst time before he started selling our reservoirs.
Well,
and I mean,
reserves.
the reservoirs of reserves. But I mean, the right, MAGA, all the rights, conservatives, liberals, moderates, whoever, were just, I mean, they were bitching tremendously about these gas prices on the Biden side.
I
It's
know.
absolutely ridiculous. But why are we not hearing the same thing out of their mouths?
Because
The
Trump
bootlickers.
saved us from a nuclear thing. No, he did not.
Remember, Trump never started any new wars. He started
A war.
So he didn't lie. It's not wars. And the other ones that he started were not wars. He called them different names. So it's, like when he started Argentina or Colombia or wherever the hell he started. I'm just so sick of it. I don't care.
Yeah, this actually.
I don't know when it'll change. I don't know, but I want to go back to.
I
want to
actually
go back to
think
better
that
days.
this is.
I
the
want to go
most-
back to his first term. The
This
first
was-
2 years
That was
of his
good. That was
first
good.
term.
Because after Biden, and I'm sorry, like Biden was an old geezer. He was a nice old man. I like Biden, but not, I mean, I
I wish he
wouldn't-
liked me, but
But the thing is he was a little senile and everything, and but he made it into like a circus the way he'd like walk off stage the wrong way, like shaking hands. With
Well, that's why we
thing.
have him. If you guys,
that's
see.
why
We have Trump up there with Kamala and
Biden.
No, Kamala and Barack.
Yes,
Obama.
yes. And
Biden
Biden,
yelling in his ear, but then we have Biden walking off staring at a candle over there. So a little decor for you guys. And then
That's
we
all
have
it
the
is.
squirrel in the back checking out his nuts.
But see, the thing
that's
is,
all it is.
But see, the thing is Biden was an old senile man.
Yeah. Well, Trump's
Okay.
old.
No, but you know what the thing is? Now you're going to make me forget what I was talking about.
That's because you're
But-
old.
I know, pretty much, but I ain't as old as
They
him.
say he doesn't sleep. He sits up all night counting his money.
But who, Trump?
Yeah.
Of course. And he
That's
makes
why he
more
doesn't
every
sleep.
day. But anyway, he's made it into a three-ring circus. I mean, it is like I've never in my 65 years seen things like this. This every day is like you just don't even know what's going on. We're living a giant reality show, and you
I
know
know.
how reality shows can
Really
get
are.
crazy.
Is was it the Strait of Hamas open?
It's
Partially.
open. It's closed.
It's partially closed?
Partially open. Partially
Yeah.
closed.
Okay, because that's a follow up.
It's open until you put a ship through there and they strike it. Then it's closed.
But you always have to check in on that, guys. But anyways,
What was there was something that was going on the past couple of days. I don't know.
Let's see. I don't know what did it have to do with.
I forgot. It was taking the attention away from the whole Iran war crap.
Really?
Oh, no, what happened?
The assassination attempt.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that was
that's
last
old
week.
News. That's last week.
So
That was last week.
They're still talking about it.
I tuned it out.
Is Erica
I
Costa-
wonder if that's just to drown us out to get us off talking about Iran to buy them another week or so. Okay, we'll talk about this.
That was assassination.
But have you
attempt.
noticed that we still not heard nothing about the previous assassination attempts? And just nothing. Like,
I know.
people, are they in trial? Are they in jail? Like,
And I hate-
how come you don't keep us up to date what's going on with
I'm
these?
not.
You're right.
I'm
You're
not. I'm
right.
not making. I'm not. And believe me, I'm saying this out of really sincere.
Sincerely.
Like whatever happened to the Guthrie mother.
Yeah, she's still not around.
I know. I mean,
No,
Seriously,
really,
seriously,
no,
guys, and I'm
yeah.
saying that in all sincerity.
No, you're
they
right.
dedicated
Like,
months
really.
of our lives on that crap.
And all of a sudden,
nothing.
it's forgotten about.
I mean, even Savannah's back to work.
She's back to
now,
work.
Karen.
It's like, wait a minute, what just happened?
Yeah.
Did that really happen?
Exactly. Oh, did
I
we
know.
switch dimensions?
I
or
know.
something?
Really? What
Like,
happened?
like,
There was a
I
big
know.
story going on.
I know.
They had every news station
Yes.
everywhere for weeks on end had about this, but then
Yes, and then it's like Joan Benet
Because
Ramsey.
you know what?
It's like the same thing. It's like the story
because
that
these are all just things
Yes.
that
Yes.
get us
Yes.
away from what they don't want us to see.
No, but they're also tests to see how could we. What appeals to now draw them away? So
Yes.
how can we draw them away the
Yes.
next time? Yes.
Exactly.
I gotta
Makes
go
sense.
check that thing, Bill.
Makes sense totally.
What are you fixing?
I'm fixing the technical.
Technical
okay.
difficulties. aka this little guy. So, but I mean, Trump still has a huge following. I don't know if you know. I guess DeSantis had a speech in Florida and stuff. He was talking about property taxes.
Right.
I'll show you guys that in a minute. But Trump was also there. I guess Trump, said some words. I don't know if he was at that event or a different one. I'm assuming they're the same event, but I could be wrong.
Right.
But they had a show. Trump had a post on his Truth Social that he had so many people there. It was so packed that they actually had to have another room for extra people to come in.
Right.
And he said there was dozens of other people overflow. Well, what's going on there?
No, it's just looking at the caption.
That is a delay. Yeah.
Yeah, but a while.
But so this is the overflow of MAGA Trump supporters. All right.
Mm-hmm.
That so he still has this looks like a lot of people. I'm gonna let you guys see, but it still looks like he has a pretty good following. I think I'd probably keep it up and open. Let's see. Probably keep the mic on for this one because I don't think he said anything. But I mean, okay.
No, it's not. I can't tell you that.
That's the overflow.
That's not overflow. That's what the gyms where everybody's supposed to come out and stuff.
No, that's the overflow.
No, there ain't no
people,
overflow. That's about all that likes them now.
You think that's actually all the people he actually had in there?
Yes, yes. I honestly
he's trying
do.
to say that's the overflow. I don't know.
No, I honestly think it's serious.
He's saying there were so many people. What?
There's a hand going over to that one.
I don't know. You're getting too distracted with all the screens. Focus on this. This is all you have to focus on is that one little comment. No, not the screen.
I know. I know. There is no comment.
It doesn't matter what happens up top. Don't worry about it.
Well, I just want to make sure everybody can hear us.
Because she gets distracted.
I
do.
do.
She won't even know what's
I'm
going on.
like Joe Biden. Where am I? Who am I? Oh,
I smell
It's like,
flowers.
what are we talking about?
I see flowers.
You'll notice because she'll be staring at something here. She's like, yep, yeah, yeah. It's like, what did I just say? I don't know.
Because it had closed captions on this, and now it's just sitting there in those closed captions.
Don't worry, because it's not on that one. I don't know why it's on that
I
one.
don't know. Okay, so I'm not going to worry. Okay.
It don't matter. But property taxes. All right? Since we're New Yorkers, we can actually, put in our opinion on
Former
this.
New Yorkers.
When you live there the majority of your life.
I will never be a New Yorker.
You're always a
Sorry,
New
New
Yorker.
Yorkers. No, I'm not. I'm where I live.
You're Queens. You're New York.
Your
No,
roots,
I'm
your roots.
Yeah,
are
your
still-
roots.
I don't care. I'm
You're
not.
uprooted.
That's like, if you're Somalian and stuff like,
Yeah, that-
your roots
yeah.
is,
No,
like,
I'm
you're
not
not
a New
Omar.
Yorker.
You're like,
Yeah.
you're like that Omar.
You're like a Somali.
You're like Omar.
No, I am not a New Yorker.
But, so anyway, she is.
No,
But
she
anyway,
is. No.
so Florida is planning on stopping property taxes. You never looked it up, but you're supposed to see if it
Oh,
was
yes,
true.
I did look it
Oh, you
up.
did. So the property taxes is for people who only have their
No,
house paid
it's for
off.
everybody.
Oh, so everybody's
Yes.
going to have no property taxes in Florida.
Right. That's
All
what
right.
he wants to do.
But
DeSantis said that.
Yeah.
But the caveat is, right? I think that's the right word, caveat.
Yes, very
is that
good, really,
my
Billy.
education's growing.
I know.
I got
I
an
like
education 10 now.
Yeah, you gotta help me with that word.
So what he's saying is, which I don't know why he singled out New Yorkers. Why not, say other states? But because he knows all New Yorkers are going to start going down there.
Because of
But
Mandami.
What he's saying is, after this is effect, he doesn't want booming from other states coming in to take advantage of no property tax.
Right.
And then you have a whole bunch of people coming in and creating more, road work needed, more this, and that.
Yeah.
But then no money for it.
Infrastructure, yeah.
So there's going to be like a time period. I don't think he said how long, but where you're going to have to pay property. If you come from out of state, you move
Right.
there, you're going to have to pay property tax for a certain amount of years. And then
Yes.
you have to check off where you're good to go, no
Yeah.
more property taxes.
Right.
So let's hear what he has to say about that. And I think it's a good idea. I mean, I would like it better if I could just move there and have no property taxes, because then I would want to move there. But it's a good investment if you do want to move there and you're planning on staying.
Yeah.
Because a lot of that's going to be people that buy investment properties, rent them out. They'll be taking
Florida's
advantage of
way
it.
too overcrowded. Way.
No, only parts of Florida are. You forget, Florida's a huge state.
Florida's big.
And you have Orlando. You have certain
Florida
areas,
is huge,
Miami.
but it's getting very crowded.
In certain
and you
areas.
do know
Same
it's a
one
swampland.
here.
I
Same
know.
one here.
Yeah.
There's,
I know.
your main towns or cities, whatever the hell you
I
want to call them.
know. This
They're
one's
getting
getting
packed,
overcrowded too.
But
I
Florida
agree.
is so much bigger than here. So they do have so much other rural areas that aren't packed at all.
No, they're not.
When you got certain people funneling people into your country, they're
I
gonna
know.
they gotta end up somewhere. Everything levels off,
Let's hear what DeSantis has to say, and then we'll get back to that.
Don't forget the mic.
I'll try to not forget the mic if I can figure out where it is.
Right there.
You have to do it by probably the beginning of August for sure. I think we'll do it in advance of that, but it's got to get printed on the ballot, and so the deadline would probably be the end of July, but I'd like to do it before then for sure. But now that we've got the maps done, now that they have a budget outline agreed to, they still got to go and do and color in some of the lines there, but really the property tax is what we have to do, right? And so now the negotiations are going to get a little bit more real. I've got a number of ways to do it because, I get asked questions and they're good questions. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm a homestead, but should someone from New York be able to move the day after the election? All of a sudden they don't pay? I think they should pay for a time, right? I mean, like, why would we want to incentivize? And so you have these helping out local governments in the transition period. I'm for it. Rural governments, school districts, all these things. We've got a massive surplus in Florida. We're spending less money this year than we did last year, and less money last year than the year before. We've paid off 50% of the state's debt just in my 7 years, 180 years of a state. All the debt accumulated, gone, half of it in 7 years because of good fiscal stewardship. So we have an opportunity to do this.
I think I might have went back over, but I mean, I don't know. I like this guy. I mean,
Yeah,
I wasn't
but
a
he
big
can't run
DeSantis.
again.
Why not?
Because I think, when you're only allowed to have like 2 terms or 3 terms. So he's going to be, somebody else is going to have to run.
Why?
Because you're only allowed, it's term limits.
Yes. Okay, but I meant for president.
Oh, no, I meant for governor.
Oh, no, yeah.
I mean, it's a good idea, though. I mean, people from out of state don't take advantage of it. But they made it seem like, because, again, we didn't watch it prior to the show. We watched it with you guys.
Right.
But by the post itself, it made it seem like, they're ending property taxes. They're just in debates about it, though. They haven't actually done anything yet. It's not official or anything.
No, they have to vote on it.
So that still might just fall through.
No, he said July.
But I'm saying if they vote and the votes don't go through, they don't.
Oh, who's going to be that stupid?
You never know. You never know.
Yeah, especially if New York has come down there.
You really never know because they're not going to want that because then it spindles off into other states doing it, and then and they want that money. There's some states that are going to want that money.
You know what? I think he would make a nice president. And you know what?
I think he really would. I mean, I didn't like him when he ran the first time. I was.
I know it would never happen, but in the way it should be, like somebody like him that speaks normal and.
Yeah, but he's.
I would like him, and I would like.
But you know what?
Trump gave you vice president.
Trump gave you that same
so both
speech
parties
and everything prior, and once he became president, it could be a different story.
Yeah, but he's
but both
righteous.
parties.
He's too against the LGBTQ community.
Who is who?
DeSantis. He's not. He's got to be more inclusive if he's going to be running for president, and people aren't going to believe that he's more inclusive. Because he hasn't been. I'm not saying I agree with his financial stance.
Right, so,
I like that how he's ran Florida monetarily.
Right, so a lot of people soured on JD Vance. People don't want him to be.
Yeah, because that has to do with Trump. Sorry, he's his own shit.
So what do you say? What do you say? I mean, the country we're going down like
a sinking ship.
A sinking ship. Why don't we have? I would like Mario Rubio.
Mark Rubio. Oh no, I wouldn't want. I know he's gonna run. Probably him and James.
And him? No. Him and Fetterman as his vice.
No, I would.
That way, both sides are happy.
I would not trust that at all.
You gotta realize this country's at the end of it.
I like Fetterman now more than I did like him.
Yeah, me too.
Once you go in power, guess what? He's gonna have no choice, and Fetterman's gonna fold.
I can't picture Fetterman folding.
No, me neither.
The stroke really made him.
He talks a lot of good stuff, but his voting record still shows that he still votes.
But do you know? I don't think he would want to run for president. I don't think he would.
I'm just saying he doesn't want his family threatened to be killed.
Not even that. He actually, and this is I know no senators or Congress people will ever watch our measly little show that you can't see my face because he just blocked me. But
I know.
But the thing is that this good senators and good Congress people They're the ones that really could make the difference, not the president. The president ain't shit.
Really, that didn't work?
No, none of them are.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
they don't.
that one's not either?
No.
Oh, well.
No, we
see.
need new nicotine vape liquid.
Yeah, okay.
So-
Well,
Yes.
but the thing is that my thing is the president really ain't shit. The president does the bidding of whoever,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
Oh, yeah.
whoever got him in office. But
so do all the congressmen.
no,
and
but they
senators.
could make a
Same
difference.
I got it's never gonna happen.
Well, you know what? We're at the bottom of the barrel. We might as well just make Chuck Schumer the president of the United
and speaking of
States.
Chuck Schumer, I finally saw pictures
Just
of
let
his
it just
wife.
blow it all up. Huh?
The wife. I finally saw pictures
Well,
of his
she's
wife.
attractive, isn't she?
She's a he. She's
What?
a he.
What?
She's more of a he
I
than
know.
he.
What Chuck Schumer? Remember the
I
video
know.
we had? Check it out on our social medias of Chuck Schumer and his wife.
Yeah, like what's
Which
up with
is
that?
your buddy, Mr. Palace.
Yes.
She looks like him.
She is a he.
You might get a defamation lawsuit,
Uh-oh. She appears to be a he.
but she's definitely a she. Just because she looks like a he, and it's probably a he. She's a she.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
She's a he, she, but she's got some he in her, trust me.
Baby, hey.
So let's get on to fraud in the government and everywhere around us. Is
Wait
fraud.
a minute. Do you say fraud in my government?
Yeah.
I'm offended by that.
Well,
Okay, but good.
we got fraud in the government, but we also have fraud in voter turnout too. You know, which we hear about it, right? They bring it up occasionally.
Yeah.
But not about it. They tell us about it, but have you heard anything on the news about actually anything getting fixed to stop it,
No.
or just people bitching about it?
Yeah.
Because right now in North Carolina, their newest thing, you know, is that there's 34,000 dead people that were on the voter rolls. So we're gonna watch a little video clip on that, and then we're gonna start talking about voter fraud and if it'll ever get fixed, which it won't.
We'll
No,
say
but
it won't.
This is how they put people in that don't belong there.
It doesn't matter who they put in, but
Well, this is how they do it.
I know. Let's hear this out.
A voting calamity in North Carolina. The State Board of Elections entered more than 7 million voter records through a federal database. The result, about 34,000 dead people on the state voter rolls. The head of the State Board of Elections responding, quote, "While we expected to find some cases, this is much higher than we anticipated." And while there are dead people on voter rolls in North Carolina, over in Minnesota, Governor Tim Walz passed automatic voter registration.
We protected everyone's right to participate in our democracy by making your right to vote easier. We've established automatic voter registration. Voting is good. Voting is good. It's kind of the hallmark of democracy.
And in California, voters will now get to decide in November whether voter ID is required in its future elections. I wish Congress had a plan like this. Oh, wait, they do. It's called the Save America Act.
But the Save America Act never got passed, I don't think. I don't know.
Look at the name of it. Save America.
So we have California's going to vote on ID or not, which you know they're going to vote no ID.
Right. No
because-
ID needed. Yeah.
But then they have to put, the funniest part is they put Tim Walz up there
Ah,
to talk about fraud.
right.
You know, and they say, oh, that's going to have automatic voter registration. Like, I'm sure that's going to be totally legit.
I know.
In California, you could bring your poodle to go vote, and it counts. I mean,
Because a
what?
poodle identifies as a
A little
Democrat.
Yes.
chihuahua. You bring a little
you
chihuahua
got
there.
a little chihuahua. Yes. I mean, this is how they vote. I mean, come on. How crazy is this?
It
I
really
know.
is.
I
But
know.
then on top of the voter fraud, as in Tim Walz's, wonderful thing, is the Somalians. Their fraud, all right? They say that we have somebody there. I think he's like some, I don't know, like athlete guy.
A former athlete. But
Yeah,
let's
he's
hear
a
what he has to say.
Minnesota's Vikings captain, Jack Brewer,
Okay.
reveals he watched Somali fraudsters buying luxury cars.
Yes.
Now, hear what he has to say. I mean, and you're hearing it from,
A
man
guy
that
that's
knows, I
a
mean,
witness that's
yeah.
seen it.
eyewitness here. And you tell me that,
Yeah.
you want to listen to Tim Walz.
Let's talk
Because I
about it.
know I don't.
You don't like Timmy?
No, I don't like Timmy Boy.
I like Timmy.
I love Kamala. That was my dream girl, you know.
Yeah.
I like Timmy though.
Kamala was just
I figured
as good.
you would.
You
So easy.
You guys have the same hat and pants. You know?
I'm gonna do the Tim Wall stance one time. I am.
That's it.
But anyways,
Let's
I know
let's hear
it's
this
the
guy out.
Wall stance.
And so they weren't necessarily doing well in the.
Do these individuals buying luxury cars?
Well, I didn't see them in 2002. I saw them later, but I got there almost 30 years ago. Kaylee, I went to college, University of Minnesota, and you saw an influx of Somali population. And, you know, I played in the National Football League, so a lot of my teammates were in there buying nice cars and the Maserati dealerships and all the dealerships. And slowly, as you started to get deeper into the 2000s, into, you know, 2010, 2014, 15, 16, you start seeing so many Somalians there purchasing these luxury goods. And I always wondered, how in the world did these folks get so much money? Because you look and you see that when they come here, over 50% of them are on welfare. You know, they're not working, and if you go and look at the communities, I mean, literally full of Section 8 housing units, the housing units there, full of Somalians. And so they weren't necessarily doing well in the economy, so you would always wonder, how do they get so much money? They're at the malls, they're shopping, we got Louis Vuitton stores, and they're buying them. I'm a pro athlete, so, you know, that was a different story. I was used to seeing that, but you didn't expect, you know, Somali immigrants who were supposedly coming here to flee their country doing that well. And so I always question that. And, you know, if you start to look, and then it started to all make sense. You know, a lot of people want to use race and color and things, all of these different things. But when you start to look at populations, people need to come here to work. Right? The Bible tells us that in 2 Thessalonians in the 3rd chapter, that if you don't work, you don't eat.
All right. So, I mean, they were talking over it, so I didn't get to hear most of it. Thank you,
It
Boomers.
was 2 seconds.
All
Shut
right.
up.
Thank you, boomers.
No, Boomer and Gen X.
Yeah,
But-
Boomers.
Boomer
But yeah,
hit.
so he's pretty much saying, you know, he's like, you know, he didn't notice it in the early 2000s.
I
But
know.
later on, he noticed it more and more. I mean, and the crazy part is, you know, they're buying luxury cars, and I have a 25-year-old vehicle, and that's the best
Yeah,
luxury
yeah,
vehicle.
yeah. You were born here.
I know.
And you're allowed to say WTF. I mean, really,
Crazy.
what's
It's
going
just-
on here?
It's true.
You're allowed to say it.
But then they exposed all this fraud. Like, there was a whole bunch of clearing centers that got, you know, raided by the FBI and everything. But again, you don't hear nothing about it.
I know.
And I've not heard one person get arrested or anything. Oh, there's an indictment against
And one of the
someone,
members
or-
of Congress made millions of dollars, like
what,
$30 million.
oh, yeah.
I don't know. I'm not saying her name. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't want to open stuff up for something.
Yeah, that's it. You want
I don't want to be
defamation
carted
lawsuit.
away and locked
No,
up.
you have to say upon information and belief, and it's my opinion, and then you.
Allegedly is the key word that
Yes.
people use. Allegedly.
I don't want to take her cell space. Okay?
She's never gonna have one.
I was just gonna say she'll never have one.
I
See,
know.
we got more fraudsters here. Medical fraudsters, fraudsters. It says medical fraudsters just happened, which doesn't even make sense to me. But they arrested 324 doctors, nurses, and medical professionals
Wow.
that are responsible for $14.6 billion in scams.
Wow.
I mean,
Really?
so let's hear what they have to say. So there's more fraud for
they
everybody
are
to
going to
say.
say they are innocent.
But again, nobody's ever gonna.
I can't find.
You hear about this stuff, but nobody's actually ever gonna be
I know.
arrested for it.
I know.
That's the crazy part.
Wow.
I know. Crazy stuff. Hear this out.
My name is Matthew Gagliotti, and I'm the head of the Justice Department's Criminal Division. Thank you all for joining us today as we announce the largest coordinated healthcare fraud takedown in the history of the Department of Justice. Today marks a decisive moment in our fight to protect American taxpayers from fraudsters and to defend the integrity of America's healthcare system. We are announcing today charges against 324 defendants for their alleged participation in healthcare fraud schemes involving approximately $14.6 billion in false claims submitted to Medicare, Medicaid, and other healthcare programs. In a takedown this large, I can't possibly describe all of the work that went into dismantling each scheme, but there are 4 key points that bear emphasizing. First, let me be clear about what these healthcare fraud schemes mean for every hardworking American family. These criminals didn't just steal someone else's money. They stole from you. Every fraudulent claim, every fake billing, every kickback scheme represents money taken directly from the pockets of American taxpayers who fund these essential programs through their hard work and sacrifice. And when criminals defraud these programs, they're not just committing theft. They're driving up our national deficit and threatening the long-term viability of healthcare for seniors, disabled Americans, and our most vulnerable citizens. This enforcement action involves the seizure of cash, as well as luxury vehicles and properties, returning real money to American taxpayers and to our government healthcare programs. Second, we are seeing a disturbing trend of transnational criminal organizations engaging in increasingly sophisticated and complex criminal schemes that defraud the American healthcare system. As part of this takedown, we've identified and charged defendants operating from Russia, Eastern Europe, Pakistan, and other foreign countries. These individuals have infiltrated our healthcare system to steal American taxpayer dollars. As just one example, we dismantled a scheme involving a sophisticated operation run from Russia and Eastern Europe that strategically bought dozens of medical supply companies in the United States and submitted more than $10 billion in fraudulent healthcare claims to Medicare. To make matters worse, these perpetrators used the stolen identities of more than 1 million Americans spanning all 50 states to perpetrate this scheme and submit these false claims. But I'm pleased to report that federal agents intercepted and arrested key members of that organization at U.S. airports and the U.S.-Mexico border, cutting off their intended escape routes. The days of transnational criminal organizations using the American healthcare programs as their personal piggy bank are over. Third, this takedown resulted in criminal charges against 74 defendants, including medical professionals who fueled America's deadly opioid crisis for personal profit. These are not isolated instances of poor judgment. These are calculated schemes designed to exploit Americans struggling with addiction while enriching the very people who were duty-bound to help them heal. We charged pill mill operators who prescribed unnecessary opioids. We dismantled networks of corrupt pharmacies that existed solely to distribute drugs to addicts and dealers, feeding the addiction crisis that has devastated so many American communities. This is not healthcare. It is a staggering breach of trust. And under my leadership, the criminal division will prosecute these.
All right, there we go. Found the buttons. That took me a minute, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not the best at this. All right.
See, that's why, hence, you should never bitch in the kitchen while having beverages.
Yeah, well, you know, there's
Kool-Aid.
The Kool-Aid is Kool-Aid. All right. Anyway, so you were taking notes during that.
Yeah, I didn't take too many notes. I just can't believe that they stole the identity of millions of Americans and perpetuated like billions of dollars of Medicare fraud.
Billion.
I'm shocked.
But that's like seriously.
I'm appalled, actually.
You know, the thing is,
but we can't afford, for daycare or anything for a single moms or even newly parents that can't afford a house or can't afford anything because everything's so pricey.
Right, but all these people, how they actually did this, like it amazes me how it could bypass government entities.
It doesn't bypass it. It purposely gets pushed past.
But yet Trump will say you can't get Medicaid because you either make too much or you make too little.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then, you know how many people personally
that everything has to go towards war
that cannot get Medicaid even though they work and even though they pay rent and even though they have a lot, they cannot get Medicaid because of one reason or another. Okay, So how does this even happen? Are they paying the price because of this fraud that's going on? Because that's not fair.
This is just like 1% of the fraud.
I
know.
It's
That's
all
the
over.
crazy
We
fraud.
already heard of the fraud from the Leering centers.
And
Now
they're-
we're
and they're
hearing
doing
of this fraud.
And they're doing the best they can to like.
And
Don't look at this.
And I am so happy
It's sad.
that they took these people down and they made these
But you'll
arrests.
hear nothing else ever.
But that's it. Where did how does the money get recouped?
Yeah, has
That's what
anybody
I-
ever been
Because all these
charged?
How do we stop more fraud from happening?
Exactly.
I mean, we hear
Nobody
nothing about
addresses the root causes of this.
They say, "Oh, we were arrested," but that's it. You hear it once and you never hear it again.
And in my opinion, and I'm not naming names because I don't know any names, but it's not just these people. The money got funneled. The tentacles run deep. Trust me.
Yeah. Very,
in my
very.
opinion.
And it made me one happy American that, considering them like probably 30% of the country that's paying taxes. I pay my taxes this month. Yay me!
I know.
Yeah.
We were happy to
I
help
just
out.
hope it went to
Nah.
the Leering centers up in fucking Minnesota. Pardon my French.
No, but it went somewhere that it's not supposed to.
I know. But as a taxpayer, I'm allowed to bitch in my kitchen.
Yep, bitch it,
Get
or in
in
your
the
backyard.
Yeah, that'll be soon.
Oh, yeah,
George
once the
is
weather
getting-
gets a little nicer.
Ever. Not, you know,
Murph's getting angry.
but
Yeah.
they're seeding the clouds. We haven't seen a sunny day in like forever.
I
know.
had something on cloud seeding too, because I like talk about that a lot. But I forgot about that during the preview of the show. So
I hate that white.
we don't have that.
All right.
We got some randomness for everybody, all right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's stop talking about everything else.
Yeah.
Talk about random. So I came across the video and I'm like, oh my God, I always thought different. Like, you guys have, laundromats, right? Everyone knows laundromats.
Yeah.
The little shopping carts they have.
But really, the
little wheelie
little
things,
carts.
right?
You go from
And
the,
they always have that pole up there.
Mhm.
Do you know what the pole is for?
to hang your clothes on.
To hang your clothes on.
Yeah.
So that's what people do with it.
I
That's
would
the-
think you bring a
sometimes
hanger.
it's-
Have you
I
ever
don't know.
hung your clothes on there?
No,
No,
but I don't hang
sometimes-
up my
Have you ever
clothes.
seen anybody ever hang their clothes
Yes,
on there?
actually, I think I have.
Do you think they might have been doing that using like a dual purpose? It was actually intended maybe for something different.
I thought maybe also because the kids like to push it all around.
What do you think, Papa Murph?
I think there's a little lever on it that you turned it up, and I thought you could, if you.
Hang your clothes, right?
Yeah, you brought a couple of hangers. You take your shirt out, you hang it, you put it on a hanger, you hang
I
it.
always thought it was so people don't. What they do is, when they're closed, they fold them in the basket and everything, then they wheel it out to their car, they put it in their car, and then they leave them out there. They're like, oh man, people keep on leaving them out there. People, and then when they leave it out there, maybe kids take them and roll them lock. So we'll put these on here so they can't do that. Well, apparently there's a third reason.
What?
People actually try to steal these things. Like, I don't
Why
know.
would you
you need
Why
that?
would you
I
steal
guess if
such
you
a
want to
thing?
bring it home, I guess you could have it in the corner, put stuff in it, wheel it around. I mean, I guess
If I'm going to wheel it to you, like, hey,
As-
babe, you want a cup of coffee? And a thing of wheel it to you. I mean, what do you need
as
that
a redneck,
for?
I can think of 1,000 uses for this.
You
all right?
probably could.
There's definitely so
Yes.
many uses that I
Oh,
can
you
think of for
definitely
this.
would.
So I understand that, okay, people might want it, right? But that's how bad times are, guys. I mean, they're literally stealing these carts, and maybe that's why they kept those things on. Those little poles. Maybe
They
that's
just had those poles
it might
back
be a
in.
combination of all three, or like people were leaving them outside, then other people were stealing them. But if we're gonna put this pole on, then it's like, while we put it on, might as well put those
Do you
poles
know
too. So it's a
TJ
dual purpose.
TJ Maxx, I never knew this.
So,
They lock the wheels. You go
they
out
lock the
that
wheels.
the minute
What?
you go out the door, the wheels lock and you can't push
Any-
that cart.
anybody?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Seriously.
I don't know if places still have this, but does anybody remember when you used to put the quarter in?
Yeah, Aldi has that.
They still have
All
that?
the time, yes.
Because I don't see that anymore. And I
Yes,
remember
Aldi does.
I was like 16.
Aldi
right?
has
So
that.
we're talking a long time ago. All right. And that was one of my jobs. I was the cart collector for Pathmark. And man, I used to love that because people would leave their carts everywhere and go back and, a quarter or two would actually get you something. So,
Yes.
and
Whoop,
you
there
wind up-
it is.
At the
Yep.
end of the
Whoop,
day,
there it is.
You make
Whoop,
like
there it
$5.
is.
You'd have
Yeah.
an extra $5-6,
Yes.
and that always paid for lunch and then some. 'Cause
Yeah.
lunch was only $2.50 for 2 slices of pizza.
I
That's all,
know.
So and now 1 slice of pizza is $2.50.
Yeah, right. If you're lucky.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
But you know,
$3.25. I'm sure.
you know what? With that, sometimes you're coming out of Aldi, because you wait in the car for me usually because it likes to be on his phone while I do the shopping. But I'll come, and then when I come out, some other person like my age, or sometimes even older, will sit
senior
there.
citizens.
She'll she'll go to hand me a quarter, and she's like, "Here, can I have your card?" And she goes, "Hand me the quarter." I'm like, "Keep your quarter. If a quarter's gonna destiny me, then I should."
That's crazy. You're nice with that, but then you have other people who drive BMWs and steal cars.
Really?
So that's how I got on the whole topic. I'm going to let you guys see the video.
Okay, let's.
We have a lady in a BMW.
What?
Trying to take. Maybe it's out of context. Maybe we're only seeing a clip of it, and it could be something else.
Okay,
Let me know if you think there's another reason why she's
we
doing
shall see.
Let's go to the tape.
I don't know why I'm doing